You're cheating on me with her? You're cheating on me with him? Who are you? This is improv, people.
No, it isn't.
Well, that part was. Now for the spoiler. Lars and her never get together, and every now and then she becomes a big bad wolf and mauls a bunch of people. The Catholics are evil, and everything turns out okay in the end. Now, I love this anime for its cloak and dagger intrigue, and its mature look at medieval European life. And fuck, who am I kidding? I watched it to perv over horror.
On the topic of bestiality, Sonic the Hedgehog. There are 3 Sonic universes that I could spoil, and they all arise out of shabby plot editing and retconning. So Sonic the Hedgehog basically makes fun of itself, but what the hell, I'll give it a crack anyway.
Oh, God.
I'm letting that one sink in. Get it? Sink in? Yeah, keep laughing. The weekday cartoon featured Sonic fighting against inept robots. The Saturday morning Archie continuity was scary as hell, but still featured Sonic fighting against inept robots. And finally, the Sega canon features Sonic fighting against inept robots and a good healthy dose of bestiality. Wait, aren't I forgetting something? Anyway, the weekday people actually remembered that. Wow.
I used to think it was cool.
The week that says something about you. Also, you bought Rob. Anyway, the weekday shows sucked. The Saturday morning show was awesome. And the Sega canon lost all credibility once they made a character named Cream the Rabbit. And once you consider that Sonic's original character design was a rabbit named Feel the Rabbit that threw things with his ears, you get an idea of how the minds of the Sonic team work. See, think of the hidden meaning behind some other Sonic character names. Knuckles the Echidna, Tails the Fox, Fingerfuck the Weasel. Anyway, the old Sonic games are awesome, but the new ones have been a little lackluster. And my theory is that Sonic fans have had enough with emo anti-heroes and inexplicable movie monster tie-ins, and want to get back to the old blast processing days of chili dogs, lock-on technology, and getting through entire levels at a time with doing nothing other than holding right on the D-pad and eventually drowning.
And as long as we're ignoring continuity, Haruhi. As you've long suspected, there's only one real person in the universe. The bad news is it's not you. It's her, Haruhi Suzumiya. This is you. Your mission, should you choose to keep the pale shadow of existence you possess, is to keep Haruhi entertained. If she gets bored, her melancholy will destroy the idle pastime that is the world we know. Unfortunately, unlike your friends, there's nothing at all interesting about you. You are probably doomed. Speaking of quests that fail before they start, Awanabashi Maho Shotengai.
What?
The title translates to Magical Shopping Mall, which should probably go down in the annals of anime as fair warning. Watching the show is exactly like being in an actual mall. Every 10 feet there's a completely different store trying to make money off of something that was popular when other people did it. And when it's over, it turns out you left Grandpa in the car with the windows rolled up, and now he's dead.
On topic of grandpas dying, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're a collectible trading card game geek like me, and I know you are, so stop lying. You probably have heard of Yu-Gi-Oh!, the show about the kids who don't know the rules to the soul-sucking game everyone's playing. Yugi gets a puzzle from his grandpa and solves it, and instead of Pinhead coming out, he becomes possessed by the ancient spirit of a gay pharaoh, which, trust me, is equally as terrifying. He meets up with his gay love interest Joey, and fights against his gay love interest Kaiba, who fights against his gay love interest Pegasus, who fights against his gay love interest Bugs Bunny. The problem is that Yugi isn't very good at the game, but he gets through by cheating and using magic powers to always draw the card he needs. Whatever, everyone forgets about his trap card anyway. The biggest problem I have with read the text on that one. Haha. Anyway, yeah, it's a guy. Anyway.
Oh. I haven't met anything.
That's a guy.
The biggest problem I have with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that at any point, any of the characters could have run across the stage and punched the other guy in the face. It makes Yu-Gi-Oh! The only slightly more plausible as a way to solve conflict than Puzzle Quest, or You Got Served. Really, the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Experience can just as easily be simulated by getting drunk, playing solitaire, and self-narrating your life, while repeating yourself every time you get to the end of a sentence. Every time you get to the end of a sentence. Oh wait, we're on the topic of shit pop anime again. Let's do Hunter x Hunter.
Yes.
Oh, we have a Hunter x Hunter fan here. Okay, that's good. Hunter x Hunter is about hunters and the hunting they do when they hunt things. And then they take ecstasy or something. Which explains the attempts to fight with a fishing pole, the possibly evil clown, whatever the hell this thing is. And the near unprecedented amount of homosexual tension. Well, that was enthusiastic. One person for the homosexual tension, yeah. The Hunter's The Hunter's License is a godly card that allows you to essentially break into people's houses, eat their food, rape their families, steal their money, and kill everyone in the vicinity without anyone batting an eye. And conveniently enough, that sums up the main character's motivations. To enter the Hunter exam, the characters have to fight in a martial arts tournament. This is so that they can go on to the main exam itself, which is comprised of a series of martial arts tournaments, and eventually ends in a martial arts tournament. Everyone becomes a hunter except Killua, who fails and runs away, so to get him back, they have to fight in a martial arts tournament. Afterwards, Leorio studies to become a doctor, Kurapika starts training to take revenge on the assassins that killed his clan, and Gon and Killua fight in a martial arts tournament. But wait, then they meet up again to seek revenge for Kurapika's clan in a martial arts tournament. Afterwards, Gon and Killua manage to get sucked into a virtual reality MMO, and they grind and level and meet some new friends, and everything eventually culminates in another fucking martial arts tournament. The manga went on after this, but the anime didn't, because after the pitch of Season 5, martial artists everywhere stormed the studios and beat the animators to death. And then there was a martial arts tournament. Buso Rankin. Buso Rankin starts with the main character dying, show over. No, seriously, the main character dies and then he's resurrected by the Philosopher's Stone, which Spider Legs just so happened to have in her pocket. Which is proof that the more important imaginable item is, the more prone people are to losing it. This allows him to generate a giant spear and get his ass, totally milking the whole immortality thing. He meets evil homunculi and kills them, and then meets the guy who was creating them, who becomes a gay evil clown, which wasn't really necessary, but it was forced into the plot due to the Gay Evil Clown Union Act of 1994. Then Frankenstein shows up. Sometime after they fight Moonface, the protagonists meet a brain in a vat who makes an anti-philosopher's stone, which weakens Frankenstein but doesn't kill him, and then they fight on the moon. Then a year later, a space mission goes to the moon to see the fight still going on. They cure the protagonist, then Frankenstein, who becomes a homunculi and forms a lunar colony. The anime sort of peters out after that, and everyone ends up happy. Except now people have to deal with the butterfly and spandex on the beach. Have I starred you into a coma yet? Tales of Symphonia. Tales of Symphonia is the nth game in the Tales series. I don't actually know how many games there are because, let's face it, we all played Tales of Fantasia and then stopped giving a crap. The story follows the pattern of continuously fail to save the world until you do something right. Do you like that one? Anyway, over the course of the game, you accidentally give the enemy the power of the cosmos, accidentally summon powerful destructive spirits into the world, almost destroy reality by combining matter with antimatter, and generally fuck up things for your cookie-cutter clones that have to clean up after you. The world would have been a lot better if you and your band of plucky adventurers just sat at home and played Halo. Which is not surprising, because considering that the main character can fail at making a sandwich. Which just so happens to be the